Okay, so I got a robot for you to dissect.
And some more fertilizer.
I hold another hay bot. There it is. Hey, another. Hey, a kit. And an arm.
I heard the magic word.
Okay. Here, if you come up to. Oh. Okay, so. If you want, yeah, before you turn that on, let me get the thing angled. Yeah, give me a second. Wrong way.
Shall we fire?
Yeah. Fire away. Into the tree. Go! Oh boy. And into the drink. I was hoping to avoid this, but looks like we got no choice. Well,
Looks like we don't have a choice.
into the water we go.
Into the water you go.
Well, very good thing I actually designed this thing to do more than just I designed this thing with an intent.
Said intent being?
Being able to cut even from a distance.
Good lordy, Lou.
Okay.
You have fun with those. I will go ahead and start to refine the thingamabobbers. And I mean the metal arms you've got.
Okay. Get ready.
Wait, why am I saying? I don't know why I said start to.
Get
I
ready.
can English.
Hey, dude. Finally got this thing to work as I needed.
And I found another tote box. And with it, another circuit board.
Okay. I suggest is that you get a few things planted, cause I don't know how much Oh yeah, we do have plenty of food to go off of for a few days.
Oh, I heard our friend the Haybot returning.
Our friendly neighborhood Haybot. Oh, speaking of, right now is probably a good time to give that thing a test. Whenever you get the chance and an empty healer thing, do you think you can bring that log hoarder thing in if you can? Because again, I want to see if just getting the thing close enough to him will fill it up or not. And if it does, well, looks like we got another thing for the utility machine.
Yes, I know. We're gonna miss you guys too. Fun.
I will say, the new sign will now allow me to get a little bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna get something to top this. Okay. So,
Well, we're gonna use this thing for a while, folks.
we'll do the same thing and create before creation comes to source. Yes. Bring all these.
Yeah, check.
We'll bring
I was about to bring the hell to turn the cookie.
a fortune cookie. No, I think actually, actually.
Good for. Hey, you want to know what I'm saying? I'm sure I enjoy that.
Well, the main thing is I think I was able to stop most of the stream back. I also thought there was a marker. I'll come back for the rest of you later.
And he's gonna be dying in 3, 2, 1.
Here I come.
To save the day.
Link has come to town. I don't know the rest of that, and I'm not even gonna attempt it. I am back with the material.
Yippee-doo-dah-day.
Look at what I got.
A tail.
The thing looks like a roach.
Oh, and speaking of roaches, try and guess what the Reapers are from Resident Evil 5.
The Reapers are basically genetic roaches.
Not genetically enhanced, mutated.
Mutated, enhanced, however you slice it, it came from a roach.
That I think, if I read it correctly, ingested some early form of Ouroboros.
I.e. in Resident Evil 4,
5.
4 and 5, something happened to make them change. And trust me,
Even though it was mostly Las Plagas in both games, there was also an additional catalyst with Ouroboros in Resident Evil 5. I'm just upset Louise had to die.
Luis?
The scientist guy that gave Leon the drugs to keep the parasite at bay.
Oh. Yeah, he seemed like a decent character.
It's a shame Mike never told Leon where that good bar is.
We all have the dream of finding the good bar man.
But Mike seemed like a good guy.
I'm sure he was.
Unfortunately, all we know about him is that he's a good helicopter pilot and he knew where a good bar was. I swear, Josh is the only helicopter pilot that's ever lived in the entirety of the Resident Evil series.
Well, things happen. And if
Yeah, like Sadler shooting Mike's helicopter with one of his minions out of nowhere and calling it a roach and calling it the equivalent of an insect life.
ant
Which I find to be total bullcrap.
well, Nick Fury,
And you're in the process of dying.
Nick Fury actually used that same concept with Loki. You saw where that got him.
Which one died, Fury or Loki?
Well, Fury lost Loki, and things went down pretty hard after that.
And which movie was this? Avengers 1 or 2?
The very first Avenger movie.
You know how long it's been since I saw that? Last time I saw that was when it came out in theaters. That was, oh god, 8 or 9 years ago by this point. At the time of this being uploaded, not the time of recording this.
Eh.
I'm sure little G will correct me.
Okay. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started on making your vehicle.
I can make my own, thank you. That's what I'm getting all the wood for.
I'm just going to give you the base to walk off of.
Yep, every strong house has a solid foundation. Okay, since you and I have both, at this point, have played through the entirety of Resident Evil 4 and 5, what do you think your favorite boss between both of those games is?
If I have to be honest, my favorite boss between the two is that flying bat thing that keeps appearing.
Oh yeah, that thing!
Like, once you get away from it and you think, oh, it's over, I'm back, baby!
Well, that's like another couple chapters down the road!
Yeah.
But seriously, the bat thing over either of the Ouroboros bosses, or even Wesker?
The Ouroboros bosses was basically just tentacle monsters, and Vesco, I will say yes, it is actually pretty much up there. But the reason why I'm putting Vesco a little bit behind is he's basically the equivalent of Krauser. Where he was good.
Yeah, I can see that.
And don't get me wrong, he did his part well. Just if I didn't see like a few movies that had that same aspect, it probably would be different.
Okay, and since I asked, I might as well be honest and give my opinion. I'm sort of partial to 5 since that's the one I've played a little bit more of. But after going through 4 and, if you want me to be entirely honest, hating the ever-living hell out of those invisible bugs.
They weren't even bosses. They were like nuisances.
They were annoying! And I hated every second of being in the same room with them!
Right. So anyways, here's your base.
Yeah, thank you. Anyways, I'm still trying to think. I mean, Salazar was a decent fight. Annoying, but still a decent fight. Sadler's final form was a little icky looking, but still cool. The concept behind Mendez's boss fight, that was cool.
Oh man, Rasputin was freaking awesome. And yes, I know his name.
Yeah, his actual name, even though his name actually is Bitores Mendez.
Uh,
He's gonna stick with calling him Rasputin.
Because honestly, while we're on the road, I want to be able to collect and run.
Well, we don't have a choice but to go on the road.
Yeah.
This place was a beauty while it lasted.
Oh, it surely was. But until we actually get spud guns, I don't think we can actually make a decent base without...
Yeah, and by the way, there's more than one type of spud gun.
Yeah, I know.
There's the standard spud gun, which is the only gun you get in creative.
Which honestly, I don't know why it's the only gun you get in creative when you can actually...
When in this mode, there's a spud gun, the spud shotgun, and the spudling gun. And by the way, the spudling gun is an actual potato Gatling gun.
Yep. Okay. Oh. Actually, I want to test something.
Uh-oh.
Yes! It works. Dude, check it out. Beep. 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 Yes, I know I'm gonna have to get them all out, but...
Again.
Worth it. Worth every... It was worth it. This is pretty awesome. We turned from farmers to travelers.
We went from farmers to mechanics to traveling mechanics.
Yep. We're
a jack of all trades, master of none.
Oh yeah. Don't forget, we're gonna also have to take Big Boy over there too.
I know. And although we're leaving, let's never forget the walks that gave us nourishment, even to the end.
I can actually make that a little bit easier. On the vehicles that we ride, we will have a piece of meat on them to signify that the deaths of the dogs that helped us thus far. Well, if you're wondering where I got the pieces of meat, we've had them, just those weren't the ones that died.
Yeah, no, the 4 over the miniature craft bot are the ones we lost.
But like I said, I don't know about you, but we're gonna have... Before we leave, I'm gonna be taking my bed and stuffing it on my car.
Are you sure you're able to do that?
Well, only one way to find out, right?
I was about to say, I guess we're gonna find out.
Okay. Okay, since you need wood, I'm gonna just give you my entire thing of these. Oh, our favorite bot's back.
Yeah, I know.
What's up, Cotton Eye Joe? Oh,
And Ben's Cotton Eye Joe.
Thank you, Cotton Eye Joe. You gave us everything we need.
But and Ben's Cotton Eye Joe.
I wouldn't have this components kit. I couldn't have this on my metal. I'm gonna find it now for me. So here's the question: considering we can't take those bets, can we make bets?
We can, but we need cotton.
Okay. Do you think you can look up how to acquire cotton?
Already on it.
Let's see. Interactive. Ah, here we go.
Cotton.
We spawn
Obtaining.
beds.
They're found in autumn forest.
Well, this only isn't an autumn forest, is it?
No.
So
They're also gonna be, actually might be, I'm not 100% sure. No, this is probably more akin to like an open field, not a forest of any sort.
right. Okay, so anyways, might as well go ahead and give you the parts that you could use.
Really, you're sticking the craft bot with me?
Well, trust me, we're gonna want to keep that.
I never said we weren't gonna keep it. I'm just surprised you're sticking it with me instead of taking it yourself.
Do you see any room on my vehicle for the dumb thing?
Alright, fine, fair enough.
Oh, and don't forget.
Never forget, be honored.
Yep. Always keep that piece of meat on your machine. And before I forget,
A few moments later.
Oh, hey, it's Billy Bob.
Billy Bob and his friend.
Ow.
Alright. Whoa! You shot his head right at me. Like, it's raining heads.
Hallelujah.
Also, here's the other arm. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. So you said you only needed 30, right?
I only needed 10 scrap metal for the thingamabob.
Well, better to be over-prepared than under.
My family usually worded it, better to have it and not need it than the other way around.
You got that right. Actually, how much is a scrap engine?
30 scrap metal, 20 scrap wood, and 3 circuit boards.
Yeah, nuts. Eh.
Why?
Well, remember when... You know, that my thing can't run without an engine, right?
Yeah, and where are you getting at with this?
I'm just saying that it would be prudent to get a new engine on my thing whenever possible. But the good news is we can actually just go do our thing however. But of course, the same thing to be said. We got to make a new engine.
Wait, are I still? Aha!
Which,
Okay, cool.
Which you need 20 metal blocks. I already have a bit of crude oil left over, and we need spare parts. We need service kit. Yeah, good place for the engine. I would do the same thing, but... You did upgrade it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Do you still have any of the lights?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me one of
And
those?
I actually had a plan because I was gonna use the lights to mark the locations we've actually been.
Oh, okay.
Like the mechanics bases we've been.
That's not a bad idea.
It's sort of like the breadcrumbs thing.
Yeah, but you also got to remember we only have so many of these. But I will say, I will have a bright light on the back of mine. You forgot to put gas in it, didn't you?
No, I have these turning backwards.
Okay.
There we go. I fixed it. Apparently my thing doesn't have enough. And yes, I did actually forget to put gas in it.
Well, GG.
Well, Craftbot, you ready for an adventure?
Heal.
Anyways, next time on Let's Play Scrap Mechanic Survival, we head out to the great unknown.
Yep, we'll say goodbye to everything, and
forge a new path ahead.
yep. Maybe one day we will return. We may return back here,
I was about to say, we may return to where our adventure began,
or
but who knows?
maybe we'll find an even better garage somewhere. But
And we will search for the ever-elusive Spud Gun.
we will see you guys in the next video. Take care, have fun, and
be safe. And remember, kids, the only difference between screwing around and science, writing it all down.
we don't write it down, so it's not science.
Goodbye!
That was awesome.